Hello, hello, hello. Bear with me. This is my first time doing this. So I want to try to do a live. It was on my list from my TikTok and other platforms that I should be going live doing this coloring. So why not do it with one of my favorite artists, Mo's Digital Pencil? I'm going to be coloring up Wasn't Me. I will be flipping the phone around in a second and I will get it started. But as I mentioned, you're going to have to bear with me because this is all new for me. So hopefully you guys are seeing this. If I'm going to try and get myself logged in I'm on my computer, but I got to figure out how to join this live on my computer. So I'm just going to do it. I'll have to watch my own live later. So I'm going to flip my camera around and I'm going to start coloring. So this image is going to be Wasn't Me from Mo's Digital Pencil. And hopefully you could see my image. Let's get that flipped. Okay. I think we can see it. So I'm going to get going. Bear with me. As I said, this is the first time I am ever doing this. I will try to remember to turn up those marker tops. I wish that I could figure out how to see this on my laptop, which is right next to me. I guess I should have thought that out before I started, but I'm one of those spontaneous people. I just have to get going when I feel the urge. So I'm starting out with an EO4. This is going to be very quick and simple because I just wanted to be able to do it. And I know once I do this, I'll learn from it. And then the next time around, I'll be a little bit better. So I'm just doing my little outline shading with EO4. This is going to allow me to have some depth. I'm not going to be able to answer any questions because I didn't get my computer. My computer is sitting here, but it's not set up for the live. I don't know where to find the live at. I watch lives all the time. I don't know what I did. So I do have a picture here because I need to be able to see what the actual image looks like, because a lot of times if you don't look at your image, you could miss stuff that is in the image. So I always like to look so that I know everything that's there that needs to be colored. And if you missed a live, the great thing about Facebook is that you can come back later and watch it. And I probably will share this to my TikTok since that's the place people have been asking me to post, because I color every night. I color. And I generally don't post any of the stuff I'm coloring for Mo because I'm going to use it for a design team project. So it's kind of nice. This is going to be a design team project here. So it's nice that I can color and share it. And then I'll come back later and show you the finished card. I really might take a second to figure out how to join my own live so that I can at least see what's going on. My girls were going to watch, so hopefully they'll be able to tell me, Mom, you need to do this. And those people who start music, I don't know how to start the music. I guess I could play my own music, but I'm going to do some researching after this. As I said, this was something very spontaneous that I was doing last minute. Those are the best when you have that little burst of energy and say, I could do this. Just do it. Don't worry about how it's going to turn out. Just do it. Just realized I did not. See, I already forgot to turn that marker top up. Don't mind the quiet. There's nobody at my house but me, so my house is very quiet. I will try next time to have a little music so that I can get some music going with it. Let's see if I can figure out how to find the lives in the group. I have no clue. So I'm going to put that I get notified for everything so that if something goes live, I automatically get a notification for it. So I just don't have the time right this second to figure out how to join my own live. That's funny. I don't even know if this is centered into the camera because I moved it from how I normally have it every night when I color. So as I mentioned, when I come back the next time around, which I do plan on doing this more often, because as I said, I do color every night. And it's not a live, I do time lapse, but they get posted onto social medias that I belong to. So I'm still looking at this, trying to see where the lives are. Oh, I found the lives, but how do I find my own? Okay, so let's get back to coloring. I did find the lives, but I'm not seeing my own live. I don't even know. Want to be able to be a part of this. Okay, so I found the live section. I just don't have time to scroll to find my own. And I'm not sure how many people have seen my page that I color on, but I initially started coloring to honor my mom who died. My mom loved coloring. At the time, I didn't, but I kept my mom supplied with everything she needed for coloring. After she passed, I was just distraught and overwhelmed, so I thought, what could I do to keep her memory alive? And I thought, oh my goodness, I need to start coloring. So I decided to color to keep her memory alive, and it has been 6 years that I've been coloring to honor my mom. And now, 6 years later, I have to admit, I love it now. So my mom got the last laugh. She's looking down and saying, oh, she didn't like coloring, and now she does. So I'm thankful for the outlet of being able to color and help me deal with my losses. So now I color because I enjoy doing it. Boy, maybe if somebody can tag me, if any of my girls are watching or anyone, maybe if you tag me, I can join the live that way. Oh, oh, thank you, Bernice. Bernice, thank you. Bernice liked it, and now I can see my live. Thank you. And let me make a comment. So bear with me. As I say, this is new for me, but I'm enjoying it. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I made a comment while I was coloring. So Bernice, thank you. And Corey, thank you. Wonderful Corey is the one that helps us get all of our stuff now when it comes to being a design team member. I love coloring for Mo. Mo, when I first started coloring, was the first person I bought images from. And when I tell you that I have a ton of Mo's images, I have so many I will never be able to color in my lifetime. But guess what? I love them. And I'm constantly buying. Every month, I buy more and more. And I'm pulling out colors because I don't know what I'm doing here. I grab as I go. I did try to do better this time. I did have some colors out to color with because I'm known to just pull out as I go. I wanted to be a little bit more organized this time around because I'm on a time schedule, and hopefully that wasn't too dark. But Corey, thank you for this great idea. You've helped me take something off of my to-do list for 2025. I have my TikTokers who says, could you please do some live? And so that was on my list of things. And I find that when you're doing your blushing, let that tip hit your paper very lightly. Because the minute you put that tip on your paper, it immediately starts absorbing in. And sometimes you could get those cheeks that are wet, spotted, and washed out. So I think I'm going to go in here and put like a little nose area, I guess you want to call it. But just let that tip barely touch your paper. And bear with me, I will get better about remembering to put these marker tops down because I'm not used to doing that and I sometimes will get sidetracked. So to all of my fellow design team members, I was so afraid of doing this, even though it was on my list to do. It's not that bad. I like it. So keep in mind, because I'm doing a live, I'm keeping an actual picture of what this looked like so that I can stay on track with coloring it and know what I'm doing. So for that gold, some of my favorite gold colors are Y26, Y28, and either Y21 and 23. Those are, for me, my go-to gold colors. You guys are going to get tired of me because I'm actually enjoying this. I'm going to definitely probably go live every week here now. And maybe do some of my design team projects live. And then when I post them, they'll be posted, colored and made into a card. So I'm going to try to keep, I'm going to try to keep remembering to look at my laptop here to answer questions. But as mentioned, this is all new for me, and I am just learning. So I'm going to try to keep, Ooh, look at that. I got my voice going on this video that's going. So I don't want that to be talking while I work. So Corey, thank you so much. When I'm done with this, Corey, I will go in and leave some comments. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for even posting for us to do it. Because I kept telling myself, I got to do this, I got to do this. And then I get up today or yesterday and you post this. And I'm like, this is perfect. So now I'm going to move on and stop yakking because I'm a talker and I love to talk, and start trying to do his little outfit. So I'm going to start out with the R59 as my dark shader. And then I'm going to just go in and skip a section and fill in all of my red. Being careful for that little button. I got my cheater glasses on, but sometimes I don't know if I can see with them. So, Corey, this is really a great idea because it allows people to actually see the actual image and hopefully inspires them and motivates them to go and buy it and color it themselves. And this is going to be for a Valentine card. I think I'm going to do the top of his little boots red. And a great thing about coloring, you could do whatever you want. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. Whatever your inspiration is for it, that's what you do. And I like to color with the very tip of my marker. My marker, I do not let it hit down on the paper a lot. And I don't know, it looks like my video is upside down. Let me try to turn it and see if it makes a difference if I turn my camera. Let's see this. Let's see what happens if I do that. So I'm going to wait a second and see. this is how the video is shot when I color at night. I'm going to see if turning it has made a difference. Oh, yeah. It made a difference. So when I'm doing a live, I guess I need to turn my video differently than when I'm coloring to post. So there's something else I just learned. It made a difference. So when I'm doing a live, I guess I need to turn my video differently than when I'm coloring to post. So there's something else I just learned. Okay, so that was... Okay. So anyway, the great thing about lives, you make a boo-boo, you can fix it. There's no right or wrong way. I'm just proud of myself that I'm actually doing it. So that's a big accomplishment. You make a boo-boo, you can fix it. There's no right or wrong way. I'm just proud of myself that I'm actually doing it. So that's a big accomplishment. And so the time that I would normally spend on coloring, I will not be doing here because I am a slow mover when I'm coloring to do my, and I like to rotate my paper. So the time that I would normally spend on coloring, I will not be doing here because I am a slow mover when I'm coloring to do my, and I like to rotate my paper. I hear an echo when on my listening to it on my computer. So I will be doing some research to better understand the live. Generally, when I've done lives, it's just going live with wherever I'm at. If I'm at a family function or on vacation or something. Understand the live. Generally, when I've done lives, it's just going live with wherever I'm at. If I'm at a family function or on vacation or something. Okay, so there's all of our red. And as mentioned, work the tip of your marker. My marker, I really keep upright. I have a friend that I have been teaching coloring with Copics, and I work with the tip of the marker so that it doesn't saturate my paper too much. So let's do some little black boots. Some of my favorite is the W. And I'm quite sure my friend Tammy, who I teach, will tell you I love W's for blacks. Now, I'm going to start off with this W10. And I'm going to give quite a bit of my color on these boots with that W10. I'm going to start out with this W10, and I'm going to give quite a bit of my color on these boots with that W10. The garbage man is here, that loud sound you hear in the background. but I do have quite a few of Mo's images printed up to do Valentine's cards because I randomly send out cards every holiday. Christmas, I send out hundreds of cards, but for the other holidays, I had made a pact last year to send out 8 to 10 cards a month, and I did really good up until when we went on vacation. We were gone for 15 days. Nobody got cards in September, October from me. You know what? Yes, they did. They got the ones I pre-did for Halloween. And once we got back, we were getting ready for Halloween and Christmas. So now I'm getting back to where I'm going to get back into mailing out those cards every month randomly. Sorry about that. 2 people. So now I'm getting back to where I'm going to get back into mailing out those cards every month randomly. Sorry about that. 2 people. I'm just getting over. I've been sick for 2 weeks. I'm just starting to feel better. And my asthma and allergies doesn't help the situation. So I think this is W7. This is a child that got stuck in there. So I think I'm just going to finish up with the W7. I'm not going to add any more color. That's another thing when you're coloring. Look at your space, how much space you have. I can normally use 4 to 5 colors, markers on one color. If there's not enough space, don't try to put 4 or 5 colors. And I had to learn to teach myself that because I'm so used to using so many colors to build up that I was still putting them in there. So I've gotten better about it's okay to use 3 colors. You don't have to use 5 or 6. And as I say, I rotate my page when coloring. So I'm doing from the bottom up. So I got the paper flip, and I'll flip it back the other way. I rotate my page when coloring. So I'm doing from the bottom up. So I got the paper flip, and I'll flip it back the other way. Yeah, if you can remember, rotating makes a world of difference when it comes to coloring. Rotating your paper as you go. Yeah, if you can remember, rotating makes a world of difference when it comes to. And with the Copic coloring, I was determined. I taught myself how to use Copics, and I'm still teaching myself. As I said, it's been 6 years, and I basically taught myself how to use it. So there's no right or wrong way. If you can color it and it looks good, that's it. It's whatever your way is. The young lady that I teach, I tell her all the time, you learn the basic of what you need to know, and if it looks good and it turns out the way you want it, that's the right way. There's no right or wrong way. You learn the basic of what you need to know, and if it looks good and it turns out the way you want it, that's the right way. There's no right or wrong way. So my coloring buddies, Renee and Tammy, are going to be shocked that I did this. So then I'm going to take this W7 and just go across the very bottom of that boot. Coloring buddies, Renee and Tammy, are going to be shocked that I did this. And it's going by really quick. I don't know if maybe I'll make the buttons lighter, but I love glitter pens, gel pens, love them. So, of course, I got to go in and do this for this guy to make his little outfit more flashy. And this pen is from Michael's Crafts. And it's a name brand. It's a jelly roll. Michael has open stock jelly roll. Go in there and grab some. I have a ton of jelly rolls, but look at how cute that made that. Michael has open stock jelly roll. Go in there and grab some. And they're very inexpensive. They're actually under $2 a pen. I think I'm going to see. The problem is when I use this glitter pen, I never know when to stop because I love glitter. Let's do just a little bit on the boots, and then I got to leave this pen alone. How about that? Okay, so this is a jelly roll, and this is the open stock. The number that's on this one is X as in X-ray, P as in Paul, G as in George, B as in boy, and then the number sign 700. But Michael's open stock, if you have a Blix near you, you will find them at Blix. So I'm going to do his hair. The other thing I like to do is I have a lot of Copic multi-liners. I have these are the refillables. These are not refillables. And I also have Micron. This brand I've been buying for at least 25 years. So it doesn't matter which brand microliner I use. It would take a 003 or 005, and then I will draw in, highlight, or deepen those black spots to make them pop a little more. So the hair, I didn't know if I wanted to go brown or golden yellow. I don't know. What do you think? So what color hair, as long as I'm going to do this, I'm going to interact. I stopped for a second because I'm looking at my computer. So I have a brown and I have a golden. I don't know. I will tell you this. I absolutely love red hair. Red hair, when I did porcelain dolls, my daughter is going to be 30, so it would have been 30 years that I did porcelain dolls. And I won everything you could win with winning for competing. I won the Freddie, I won the Apex Flame, I won Best of Show, I won first place. If I was there, I would win everything in the show. And after winning everything for so many years, I stopped because then it wasn't fun anymore because I think I got in a place which I didn't like being that I knew I was going to win. And when you know you're going to win, it's time to take a step back because I got too confident because I knew I was. And so I took a step back and I thought it was time to move on and allow other people to win. But when I got sick, I had scarring of the lungs and got really sick. I had to stop doing dolls because I had 4 kilns. I had a mold room. I had a lot of molds from Germany. I have always loved artists, European artists. But I ended up having to stop doing all that stuff. And my mind is moving so fast that I forgot. But anyway, I did a lot of redheads and green hair. I love red hair and green hair. So I said, I can't give him red hair, even though I want to give him red hair. Do I follow through and give him red hair? You know what? I'm going to give him red hair. I'm sorry. I can't help it. So let's pull out an E09, E18, and then I'm going to do a YR18. I'm giving him red hair because I love red hair. So I like to start I go back and forth. Sometimes I do dark to light and sometimes I do light to dark. And you know what? I'm going to start light to dark if I can have better control this way. And I'm just going to do some flicking. I was trying to do something different and I can't get past the red hair. I'm a red hair lover. Red, I like strawberry blonde. I love ginger, carrot. I just love red hair. So I thought I was going to do something different, but the red hair bandit got me again. So that was YR18. So now I'm going to go in with E09. But thank you, everyone who has joined, and you have inspired me, motivated me, and most of all, made me very comfortable. Corey, thank you. I don't know when I would have gotten up the courage to do this, even though I started out the new year saying, you got to get the lives. Your TikTok people are waiting. You got to do the live. So, Corey, thank you. Mo, thank you for giving me a place to be and color and part of your amazing design team. It's one of the biggest blessings that I've had in the last 5 years, and it came at a time where I really needed it because, as mentioned, I had lost my mom, lost a daughter a few years ago, so being able to be a part of your team and color for you really gave me that motivation, and I knew I needed to get it done, so it didn't allow me to sit and not move. So people don't realize little things that people do make a world of difference in lives. And so for me, I'm always trying to make a difference in somebody's life and put a smile on somebody's face and make somebody's heart happy. Mo, you've made mine happy with just being a part of your team. And as I almost finish this, I'm very proud of myself. I did something today that I can't believe that I did. And as I mentioned to the ladies in the design group, I'm very spontaneous. Once I make up my mind I'm going to do it, I have to just do it. There's no thinking about it. You just dive in. Like with my dolls, I have no clue what I was doing with these reborns. I dived in nose first, and I was shocked when I was done that I actually did it. So get adventurous for 2025. Try something new. Just do it. Show you could do it. We don't believe we could do it, but God knows we could do it. We could do it. Just dive in, do it. And I'm almost, the colors are E18, YR18, and E09. I keep forgetting to turn that tip down, top up or down. Next time around, the more I do this, the better I'll get, and the more I'll remember to make sure my top is facing up so that you can see the color I'm using and what I'm doing. But as mentioned, the one tip with the Copic, work the tip of your marker. It allows you better control when you are putting that color down. So now I'm just going to go back and see what I need to do. This is that little guy. I might blush up his cheeks, but as I said, when you're doing that blushing, be careful because the marker, those reds like to really absorb into your stuff. So probably would be easier to start off with a lighter color and have better control than trying to start off with the darker color. So I'm just now going to go in and add a little bit of red to him for blushing. And why not make that tail a little bit red? So that was 21. And because I don't really want to add a lot of more color, I'm going to go in and get the R01 to blend that out. When you're going back in, be careful for any colors you might have added, especially black. I got black right there, so I have to be very careful that I don't get any of the black on the marker that I'm working with. Okay, I think this little guy is done, which means that I'm done with my first live. So, thank you, Corey. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Tammy and Bernice. Thank you guys for joining and watching me do this, inspiring me and giving me courage. So if you want to color this image is called Wasn't Me. Head over to mosdigitalpencil.com. Put them in your shopping cart and buy them. Buy him. If you're interested in Mo's work, which she is really, and not because I color for her, if you talk to anyone, she is truly one of the best. She's got images for everything, and she's got beautiful, beautiful images to color. Consider joining her Patreon. I've been a part of her Patreon for years. You get some exclusive stuff that you can't get in the shop. You also get things before they hit the shop. So, and her Patreon is one of the cheapest patrons that I pay for. I belong to 5 or 6 Patreon. Mo's is the cheapest, and I get a lot for what I pay for her Patreon. You get way more than what you pay from a Patreon. So consider joining her Patreon. You can get some really cool exclusive stuff. You can get some fun stuff. My friend Tammy sees some of the stuff that I get, and she's like, oh my gosh. So again, thank you, everyone. Now that I'm comfortable with this, I'll be better next time around. Thank you for joining my live. Have a wonderful day. God bless. And I will see you soon. So I'm going to flip this camera back to me. Oh, something happened when I flipped it back to me. Sorry about that. But anyway, Michelle, thank you for joining. I just finished up. Go watch my live. Thank you, everyone, for being here with me, cheering me on. I did this, and I'm so proud of myself. So this is what I colored up today, and this is the image. Wasn't me. Head over to molesdigitalpencil.com and buy this and color it up. If you wanted to look at the live again, you could go look at the live and color with me doing it and add your twist to it. But again, wasn't me. I got it done. But thanks for joining. Have a great day. God bless everyone.